thank you all for being here tonight. It's so terrific for us. On behalf of my wife, Pam, and our whole family, I want to welcome you all to this concert in honor of our daughter, Dora Schoenberg. Dora, stand up. That should be the extent of the embarrassment of her for tonight. The impetus for this concert is a long-standing tradition in my family to incorporate the music of my grandfathers in special family events. And those of you, and there are a few of you here, who were at my bar mitzvah quite a while ago, will remember that there was choral music by each of my grandfathers at that ceremony. And if you remember the pieces, you'll hear both of those pieces on the program tonight. We belong here at the Sinai Temple, and we go to a minyan called Family Minyan, which is more traditional and does not incorporate music into the Saturday service. So doing what happened at my bar mitzvah was not an option, and I thought it might be nice to have a separate special concert in connection with the bar mitzvah, and then expand the program, so not just one or two short works like we had at my bar mitzvah or my brother Ricky's bar mitzvah, but to have an entire program of music by my two grandfathers. Now, I'm lucky that my grandfathers, who unfortunately I never met, were fabulous composers. Each one of them born in Vienna. They escaped the Nazis and came and found refuge here in Los Angeles. Both of them turned to Jewish subjects in a number of their works. And if you have the program booklet, you can read about the works on the program tonight, as well as other works that they composed with Jewish themes. And so it was relatively easy working with Nick Strimple, who you'll meet in a little bit, our conductor, coming up with the program tonight, which I hope you all enjoy very much. I want to thank a number of people, and I have a little cheat sheet just to make sure that I don't forget anybody. So I mentioned Nick Strimple. Nick is, as you'll see in the program, an expert on this sort of music by exiled Jewish composers who came here to Los Angeles. He's a fixture in the LA music scene, and is very experienced with this type of music, and I'm just so happy to have been able to work with him to set up this concert. Through Nick's advice, we brought in an organist from London, a young man named Ian Farrington. He is absolutely fabulous, and you'll actually get to see him, which is a rarity here in Sinai Temple. You see, Sinai Temple was built really not to fit an organ, so the organist has to sit behind the curtain back there. But we're going to have a video on him so that when he's playing, he has 3 solo works that he's playing tonight. You'll be able to see him up on the wall there and see the amazing work that he's doing on the organ to make the sounds that you're going to hear. So thank you, Ian Farrington, for coming all the way from London to assist us. I want to mention just briefly a few of the other people who have helped so much to make this possible. One is Rand Harris, who leads the Zimriah Chorale. You'll be hearing them on the second half of the program. And he also brought in the extra singers who will be singing tonight on the first half of the program in the Schoenberg pieces. And Rand has been absolutely wonderful to work with Nick on that. Thank you, Rand. He's also singing. I want to mention also Cale Olson, who is going to be the soloist in the last piece on the first half of the program, the Schoenberg Modern Song. It's not mentioned prominently in the program, and it should be. He does a terrific job, and you're really going to appreciate the work that he does with the choir as a soloist. I want to mention also there were 2 people who helped. They're not here tonight, I think, but they helped put together the music. A lot of the music you're hearing tonight, some of it's being performed for the first time, and some of it comes from archives, and it had to really be assembled and put in a professional quality edition in order for the musicians and singers to perform it. And I want to thank Gabor Lukin and Professor Malcolm Cole for working very, very hard on getting the music together tonight. You'll notice around me, around the entire auditorium here, are speakers. Sinai Temple has let's say, okay acoustics, but I thought for this caliber of performance that you're going to hear tonight, we really wanted to hear everything very well. And so we brought in the absolute world best top people to augment the acoustics tonight, and I want to mention them and thank them. First of all, my very good friend Fred Fogler, and then his friends Steve Ellison, Mac Myers, John and Helen Meyer of Meyer Sound Labs. They've done a terrific job, and you'll hear the results of that tonight. So I'm speaking a little bit longer than I ordinarily would have, but there's still people coming in, and I want to thank the Sinai security and maintenance staffs. They've really been tremendously helpful throughout this process. And also Howard Westland, who's the executive director of Sinai Temple, and Judy Bagan, who have also helped with all of the arrangement. It is not easy to put together a program like this. And last but not least at all, I need to thank Deborah Kapler-Kupitz, who helped us organize the entire event tonight. Basically everything you see, she directed and organized and allowed me to sort of sit on the sidelines and watch as this entire event came together. So without much further ado, we'll have the last few people hopefully will sit down and the doors can close, and we'll invite Nick Strimple up to lead the program. Thank you all very much for coming.